On the mound now, Charlie Morton. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Ready to go. And here is Leody Taveras. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Hauls it in for the out. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And Acuna able to make the grab. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Corey Seager, the next to hit, takes outside. Bounced up the middle. Arcia. Jump throw. They get the out, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Rangers. And now the Braves will get their first crack at it. No score. Major back here in Atlanta. And today's starter, Max Scherzer. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Ronald Acuna Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. Acuna in 2023 with about as impressive a power-speed combination season as we have ever seen. Up the middle, Seager on the run, throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Garcia settles under it, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Adolis Garcia. In the air, right side of the infield. And Garcia is out. And there's 1 down. Now it's Marcus Semien. Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. They say it went.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Second inning here, no score. Got him looking. Out number 2.
Well, he throws him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
He swings and fouls one off. Here comes a pitch. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rangers go down quickly there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Truist Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Matt Olson. Max Scherzer back to work. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Scherzer over 200 career wins, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. And the slider just misses.
Ooh, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yeah, exactly.
And another ball. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to her strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 1-0.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way, but had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Foul ball there. The shortstop takes the ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Scherzer deals. And that one fouled off. So here's Scherzer. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Taveras makes the grab, one away. And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Jared Kelenic. And misses the zone. Ball 1. Righty to the plate. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. One run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the air, left side, under it. Squeezes it. And there are 2 outs. So first and second with 2 outs. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. That one ripped. He's got it. That is the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started. Here's Josh Young.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Morton, multi-time All-Star. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Ball and a strike. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. So now here's the DH, Ezekiel Duran. And ball 1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jonah Heim. Just missed.
That's the ball. 1-0.
This one in the air right field. Acuna has it sized up. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Leody Taveras. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering upstairs. Wouldn't chase that time. Duran, the runner at first with 2 gone. And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Three-2 on the way. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. Line drive. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Rangers lead 1. They're down 1-0. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning. Here's Acuna now.
The right fielder.
Well, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. Fly to left his first time. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And now the 0-1. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Acuna rounds second on his way to 3rd. Oh, he throws it away. Now 2nd and 3rd, and nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Here's Austin Riley. Golden opportunity right here. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-zip.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from 3rd.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. He's already homered in this game.
Olson.
And that's outside. And that's ball
One
one.
ball.
For
No
Matt,
strike.
a pretty impressive resume. A first-round pick back in 2012. The Braves extended him 8 years, $168 million. Remember, they traded for him right at the end of the lockout in 2022, middle of March. So he didn't have a ton of time to get acclimated to his new team. Pitch misses, and that's ball three. One of the things from 2023, great counting stats for Matt Olson, but the hard hit rate was through the roof. And the right-hander deals. Big snap center field, and that should be extra bases. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 3-zip, and that's a double. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singing.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast absolutely lives for these moments. You know, it's so cool to get that kind of data back almost instantly.
Now here is Marcell Ozuna. Man at second. Swing and a ball popped up. Seager has this one sized up. He makes the grab, and there are two down.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Orlando.
Now it's the
Arcia.
shortstop, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Popped up. Low. Drifts towards it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Braves 3. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Evan Carter. That one lifted to left. Kelnick sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Seager batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And that one fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact, just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And the pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. And that's outside. Now 1-2. And that one ripped to left. And a base hit right there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next offering is
1
downstairs.
ball, 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now that.
Here is Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1. Swung on, belted. That one's deep. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
No ball.
Low,
1
batting
strike.
for the second time, and that's strike 1. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The pitch was dotted down and away. Good location, but a great job at the plate to spoil it and drive it the other way. Beautiful swing.
Young in the box now. Takes strike one. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that's the third out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one to the bottom of. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Max Scherzer goes to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the Major League average. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Base hit, left center field.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Second base.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Next offering is outside.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Scherzer ahead 1-2. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's one. Over to first, safe.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 1 for 2.
Junior.
Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws, and they get the out. One left. Back at Truist Park. Now it's the DH, Ezekiel Duran. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. Duran, 24 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Line drive, base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases. Well, these Rangers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there. And on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Kelman pulls it in on the run.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Taveras in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ball 1 there. And a 1-1. Double play ball to second. Goes to second. Safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So first and second with 1 gone. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
There's a strike. Duran at second. Taveras over at first with one away. Next offering upstairs. Way high.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Got him. 2 gone.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Seager in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Kicks and deals. And a count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and
we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now at the plate, Michael Harris. And he deals. On the line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Waste no time there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
And the righty deals. The punch out there, 1 away.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Runner takes off. This one in the dirt. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good.
Now this is through for a base hit. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield. And even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Next to hit, Marcell Ozuna. There's a strike. Olsen, the base runner at first with 1 out. Left field, Carter on his way over. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down.
The batter.
Man at first, Orlando Arcia digs in now. This one in the air. Seager settles underneath it and makes the grab. And that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Adolis Garcia. New pitcher for the Braves, Raisel Iglesias.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
The 1-2. In the air, right field. Acuna sizes this one up, drops into the glove. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. That one at the knees for a strike. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Simeon made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Oakland A's. And by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. Low in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The Braves leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. Out there to center. Harris makes the catch, and that is that. Nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cody Bradford.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Darno up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. This one in the air, center field. Tavares hauls it in, and there's one away. Now the left fielder, Jared Kelnick. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Out to short. In plenty of time to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swings and misses. 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Josh Spores appears to be getting ready for Bruce Bochy. Burke also getting ready. In the air, out towards left center. Tavares settles under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Braves strand 1 as they hold on to a 4. Back here in Atlanta, now the 3rd baseman, Josh Young. The right-hander back to work. Fought off foul. Righty delivers. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Now 1 away. Next up for Texas, Ezekiel Duran. Line drive. Kelnick makes the grab for the 2nd out. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Jonah Heim. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kelnick right there to make the grab. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. The wind of the pitch. And that one is inside ball 1. Just off the inside edge.
2-0.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Austin Riley getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And first offering is fouled off. And now the lefty lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He doesn't have a throw, and he reaches safely.
Now back.
Matt Olson up to the plate. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Young makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Man at first, and now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And it's fouled away. Two outs. fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
Riley off of first with 2 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch. And another ball.
Okay.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And a foul ball. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Comebacker to the mound. Gets it to first, and that is the inning. So it's. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Leody Taveras. Out towards right center field. Acuna after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Evan Carter. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Iglesias, a 6'2 righty, 190 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. Splits the plate, and that is strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And here it comes. And they'll do it again. The Rangers trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Down 1 close, rule the ball. 1-2 to count. Right through there, got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Rangers, and this is still a 4. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Ripped to short. Over to low. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Jared Kellner next up for the Braves. That one ripped but foul. Next offering upstairs. Wouldn't chase that time. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just missed. The lefty fires. Base knock center field. just kind of sliced that one into center.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. We often hear the phrase short to long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away.
Off-balance feed, there's one, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. will hit next. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Albies off of first with 2 away. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Garcia hauls it in to end the inning. Back at Truist Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. That one finds the zone. Strike one. And there's a ball.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And a pitch. And now 2-2. Stays alive. Right-handed reliever. That's towards center. Harris has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And the batter now, Marcus Semien. That clips the corner.
0-1.
In there at the knees. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Braves trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. The wide to kick the pitch. On the ground to the left. Sneaks through, base hit. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Right through there for a strike. The Braves leading by 3 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. That's inside. He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Young stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. In the air, out towards right center. Sizing this one up. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Just a tremendous performance by this guy to get the save today. He was out there for multiple innings, did an excellent job, never looked over his shoulder to see if anybody was warming up in the bullpen. Skipper gave him the ball. He didn't want to turn it over until this game was over. Nice job of keeping his team in the game and a way to secure the win.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our